Hi everyone, so we're going to be trying to use these JSON objects directly inside a HTML example HTML file, so then we can see what it looks like on the browser itself. So let's set up the base template with doc type HTML, and we need a body as well. And then we need a script inside a body. There we go. And what we want to do is, before the script, let's actually add a p tag so we can add some sort of ID that we can call later on. And we are going to just call some sort of user here. And inside the script area, we're going to actually write the JavaScript code here. And we're going to add a bunch of information. It's like a string of information, but in the form of a JSON or object. So let's add some info, and we'll use single quotes here. And because we want to denote it as with single quotes, because we're going to use double quotes inside here when we reference the key value pair. And we want to put first name, and I'll just say Fred here for last name. And then I'll just add an array of information for hobbies. I'll just put hobby and then array. And in this array, I'm going to add a few items here, like biking, hiking, running. So I could do something like this where I have a bunch of information about a user. And inside here as well, I need to convert this information into a JSON, because right now it's surrounded by these single quotes, which just make it one entire string, which is what we don't want. We want to be able to call the actual keys in order to grab the information. So let's do another variable for object info is equal to JSON.parse. These are built-in methods which we're using in order to convert the information into some callable format. And let's create another variable called sentence, and we're going to create a sentence here with this information. So name, I'll say my name is, and then we'll put some sort of object info. We're going to call object info because this is what has been converted already. We can't call info directly because it's just a string, but we're converting this into a JSON format now, and we're storing it inside this variable called object info. And we can just do object info dot, let's say first name, plus object info dot last name, and I'll just add a break so it goes on the next line. And then I'm going to do something else. It'll say my top hobby is, in a string of course, my top hobby is object info dot hobby, and I'm going to say hiking, so I'll say 1 because this is an array of information, but we want to grab hiking here, which is position 1. Position 0 here is biking, and then position 1 is hiking, and then position 2 is running. And after this, let's just add this information by directly storing it in this user ID. So once it's converted, once we grab the sentence we need, we will grab it by using the document.getElementById. and we are going to call the ID of user because the ID user is shown right here in that p tag, and this p tag is what will be showing within our browser. And we'll do inner HTML because we're going to write some sort of information there. And what we want to write is we want to grab that sentence that has been formatted, or I formatted here, and we're using this sentence here to paste it in inside this p tag right here because there's nothing right now there. And then I'll also console.log the sentence so we could see it in our actual console log in the browser. So let's save it. And what I'll do here is I'll open the folder. And right here we got example 5, it's an HTML file, so I could just double click it and it'll open up the browser for me. And what you can see right here is I have the sentence, my name is Kenny Fred and my top hobby is biking. And even if we right click and inspect this area, you can see that if we go to here in the p tag area, in this p tag area we have that ID of user and we have that information that I wanted to write inside here, and also has the break which denotes it to write on the next line. And the script is all the script of like just the information we want to use or do with it, or whatever we want to do with it. And right here we have the console tab. Here is where we're actually console logging the information. And of course, you can't just use a BR tag within the console, so it will just show up as a regular BR text. But like this is how you are able to grab the information from that JSON object and display it directly on your computer screen, and also still see it in the console by doing the console.log. So I'll be posting this script of information on GitHub, which you'll be able to find in the description box below.